Hi, I'm Tia, and I'm sharing what my life is like after moving from the United States to Sicily, Italy. I'm a stay-at-home mom and content creator who's trying to get better at vlogging my everyday life. So join me on this journey as I learn how to get out of my comfort zone and put myself out there to become the version of me that I've always wanted to be. But today, I have to get my Osmo Pocket fixed. I'm hoping you can hear me okay because I'm in the car, I'm driving, and it's really bumpy in these roads. I talked about like the driving in previous videos, but y'all don't get me started on the quality of these roads, okay? Like in certain areas, yeah, it's terrible. But anyway, I'm up early. It is currently 8:36. I'm actually on my way to the DHL store because you'll never believe what happened, or maybe you will, I don't know. But anyway, when we were in Malta for my birthday trip, let me slow down around this corner. I don't know who I think I am, speed racer. Anyway, when we were in Malta for my birthday, while we were bowling, I didn't put it in the vlog because I was like, you know what, I just do not want to relive this over and over. But while we were bowling, I made the amateur mistake of setting up my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, but I didn't have it on its tripod. I just had it kind of sitting up in its case, and my toddler didn't see it there, and he was flinging around a menu for the bowling alley and wound up hitting my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and knocked it to the floor. So it still works, like it still records. I can do all of that stuff, but the joystick stopped working. So usually with a joystick you can triple click it and it will turn around, and then when you double click it, it'll like level it out, but that function is no longer working. Hello, tell me where I need to go, lady. Thankfully I have the warranty, like the DJI Care Refresh. I highly recommend that. If you get a DJI Osmo Pocket, any handheld device, make sure you get the warranty. Usually I skip those, but on like my more expensive devices, my cameras, I'll always get a warranty so that I'm at least covered within that first year or two. I'm so happy I did because it actually is a global warranty. So I'm heading to DHL and they're going to ship it to France. And now they say it takes like 4 to 5 days shipping from Italy to like the whole turnaround time. So we're gonna see about that. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. Crossing my fingers that everything goes well. Because yeah, your girl is low-key distraught about this whole process. Well, y'all, I made it in one piece. My GPS, for some reason, it brought me over here, but then it started glitching out. So it was like not taking me to the right spot. So I just went around in circles at least like 7 times trying to find a spot to park. And I found one, but then this lady decided she was gonna try to stand in front of the spot so her husband could get the spot. And I'm like, move out there. She's like, no. And I'm like, you know what? It's the morning time. I'm feeling good. I ain't got time to do all that. But I just wanted to show y'all like what is going on with my Osmo Pocket. So this is what it looks like, right? And if I triple click it, nothing. Double click it, nothing. So it has definitely got to get fixed. I'm hoping that they'll just replace it because when I was looking at the warranty stuff, like that's what it said. It said that it would just be replaced. So let's go ahead and head into DHL and see what they say. Well, I guess DHL won't say nothing because they're not the ones fixing it, but let's go ahead and send it in and see what they say. Also, shout out to all the millennials who keep their boxes. I have been holding on to this box. I don't know why. I have no idea why I've been holding on to it, but I have just been holding on to it. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. So I'm really happy that I do have it because I can just slip my, dude, that is not a parking spot. That is for motorcycles. What are you doing? I purposely parked right here. Okay, maybe they're trying to get their GPS going or something, but I purposely parked right here so wasn't nobody on the other side because these streets are super narrow. And as you can see, hopefully, I don't know really if it captured it, but these streets are so narrow. So whenever I park, especially somewhere down here, like down here, yeah, no. I don't want anybody on the opposite side of me because I want people to be able to just go. But anyway, I'm gonna put my Osmo Pocket in here. It fits perfectly. Okay, wait, maybe it goes on the other side. It fits perfectly in its box, and I feel like it was actually wrapped up. Let me see if I still got the, oh, see y'all, I got everything in here. I'm gonna take a picture of my box and stuff because I want to make sure that they don't try no fugazi with me returning this. So I think this is where this goes. But I kept the bags, I kept everything, y'all, like everything. Shout out to us millennials who keep everything. I'm gonna put all this plastic and stuff in here too for a little extra cushion. Got the little silica packet, like oh, that's hilarious. All right, I'm gonna put this in here. It's like a thing down there. All right, y'all, let me figure this out. I'll get back in with you in a second. I'm on a mission now to find some store this lady just told me to go to because apparently they don't have the box, or I can't buy a box from them to send this. I don't know, it's so weird. But anyway, she told me to go to this little Chinese shop to see if I could buy a box from them. But it don't look like the Chinese shop is open. Y'all, I'm so frustrated right now. I need a minute. All right, so she told me to walk down the street and I should find a Chinese shop. Hoping it's this on the right and I could buy a box in there and then she'll send it for me. But I'm gonna have to wait till I get in the car so I fully explain what happened because I'm really frustrated and I don't like being out like this by myself. All right, I have purchased my box. It cost me €3, which is a little over $3, but I had some cash on me, so. Anyway, low-key, it's actually really nice down here this time of day. I might take my husband to work one day and then just bring Turtle down here so we could just walk around. Because it wasn't that bad driving down here like I was saying earlier. But it's so quiet here in the early mornings. And I feel like I could come down here and get some really dope content. So I might come back one day just to come down here and take pictures and stuff like this. Like that, I mean, I'm hoping that this box works okay. I'm gonna have her like really bubble wrap it, like the content's really, really good so that I don't have any issues with it getting broken upon in transit. I'm so out of breath, so discombobulated. I can't even get my words out. So anyway, let's see what this lady says about this box. Hopefully it all goes well from here. All right, just sent it off and I am crossing my fingers that everything goes well. I'm out of breath because I ran out of time on my parking and I was like trying to hurry up and get up here before I got a ticket or something. Although I've never really seen people walking around getting tickets, so I don't know. Anyway, or giving tickets, not getting tickets. But anyway, I sent it. I'm so nervous. And yeah, I hope that it does not take a long time for it to get fixed and sent back to me. I'm just so stressed, y'all. I'm so stressed. This next week, I'm going to be on edge. I hope I'm going to be able to sleep. I know that it's out of my hands, quite literally. There's nothing that I can do. However, I am extremely nervous and really just hope that it gets to where it needs to get to. So, and not only that, I hope it gets back to me because the way they inputted my address, it looked weird. I don't know. I double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked to make sure that what they put is my address. So yeah, I'm just crossing my fingers that everything is everything, because the way that like there's a certain line on there that was really weird when I had to like put the address on there is different from like in the States. So I'm just really hoping that, you know, everything works out well. But I'm hot. I don't know who told me to wear a sweater and some sweatpants in almost 90-degree weather. I thought that I was gonna be like a boom boom in and out type situation. Although I am low-key salty because when I walked over there, my GPS, I told y'all it was glitching out. So when I like was almost to DHL, it didn't actually take me to DHL. It stopped like doing its thing at the turn before where DHL is located. So I was going around in circles, and I'm like trying to look for the store because I looked it up on Google Maps before I actually came down here, so I could kind of be aware of what it looked like, the area. And I could not figure out like where the freak is DHL, and I couldn't see it. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna just find this place to park and just walk. Turns out my GPS never actually took me down far enough to the location, so I ended up walking 2 extra minutes or so further than what I needed to. And had I just kept going down that street, I could have found parking like right outside of the store. So that was the first irritating thing. The second irritating thing was a whole box fiasco. So then I went down to ask, like I told you, I went down to the Chinese store. That's what the lady called it. That's what people refer to it here. So that's not me calling it that. I went down to the store and to buy a box, and I showed y'all, he gave me like a gift box looking thing. And I was just so confused. And so when I asked for the box, like he didn't speak English, so I put it into Google Translate. By the way, Google Translate has been my saving grace since living here, especially because like I'm not fluent in Italian yet. So I'm like, I need, you know, told him that I need a box, a shipping box. I specifically said shipping box when I translated it, and he still showed me the gift box. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is all that they have, whatever. So when I get back to DHL, she said, and you specifically asked for a box for shipping, and I'm like, yeah. She said, oh, okay, well, they used to sell them, maybe they don't anymore. So I don't know if they actually still sell them. And even Google Translate, he wasn't like translating, because I asked him if he spoke English. He said no. I said cool. He said he said parlo italiano. So I'm like, okay, he only speaks Italian, cool. So that's why I translated it to Italian. So I'm thinking, you know, you can read Italian as well. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, when she was taping up the box, I don't, like, girl, I'm just so on edge. Like, I don't feel like she taped it up well enough. Like, I would have been like taping it up like a million times to make sure that, you know, nothing happened to the box. But I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. So we're gonna see in about a week or so. I'm gonna check in with DJI. Today is what, Saturday? So I'm gonna check in with them maybe on Tuesday to see if they got it, because it's supposed to like not take very long for them to receive the package. So I'm gonna check in Tuesday or Wednesday and see if they've actually received the package and see how it goes from there. All right, y'all, I'm coming in with a quick update on my DJI. I just checked the status of it. It is 5 days later. I've been trying to keep myself busy so I don't think about it too much, but they've already received it. They've already assessed the damage, and now I'm just waiting to see if they're going to repair it or send me a completely new device. So I'll check back in, because I don't want to like just be stuck on this for days. So I'm probably not going to check back in until I actually hear back from them. So crossing my fingers that it doesn't take too long, and hopefully they just send me a new device. Another day, another adventure, kind of. I'm actually just going to the store right now. I already mentioned earlier that I'm taking a boat trip tomorrow, like a little tour of Catania, which I'm so freaking excited about. But I want to grab some snacks because your girl has to have some snacks. They are supposed to provide like an aperitif, prosecco, something else I can't remember, but you can never have too many snacks. So I want to make sure that I have my own so that I'm not hungry on this boat. And we're leaving at like 8 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have breakfast, and I don't think I really want to have a big breakfast anyway since we're going to be on the boat. But anyway, I'm gonna just stop talking now.